Howdy, howdy, fucking partners. It's Commissioner Daniel John Clemens II, and I'm here to give you the final regular season roundup and the look at the first round of the playoffs. So, top three teams all lost this week. Ant, Bird, Sharp. Top four, even. Brad lost, kind of. And so everybody on the top sucked, but the rest of us on the bottom of the heap, we did not do what we needed to do to get ourselves into the playoffs. So, as it stands, we're going to have 5 teams in the playoffs, but we will get to that later. Right now, let's jump right into the games. Alex Shekton, your Flying Shekskins win 105 to 103 over myself. Now, I'm not going to call it charity because clearly I wanted to win this week, but I'm glad that if I couldn't make the playoffs, at least you got a second win out of the deal. I mean, with Brad tying us, fuck no matter what, so you might as well get one too. So I'm glad to say that Shekton has won 2 games, 2 more than certain people predicted he would. 1 more than I predicted, but at least I predicted 1. I said maybe 2. He got 2. So Shekton, 2 wins. I think that makes it safe to say that this was not an embarrassment of a season because Davis only won 3. So Shekton, 105, 103, winner of the week. My team, I had 4 players in single digits, 8 from Marshawn Lynch. That's like the worst he's ever done. 8 points was awful from him. I left a lot of good points on the bench. I started Martellus Bennett. He got like 3 or something like that. Antonio Gonzalez got 14. Left Cecil Shorts. I think he got like 17 or 18. Vincent Jackson, who I started, only got 10. Should have had more. He got tired running down the fucking sideline and got tackled. It could have been the difference, but whatever, bro. Shekton, though, 4 in single digits, so it wasn't your greatest performance. I even had a 0-pointer. But the big difference was when you picked up Gronkowski. Since you picked up Gronkowski, you've been much more competitive this year. You got 24 points from that lumbering moron. And you had 2 wins in your final 4 games this season. You probably should have beaten Ant. That's one you probably want back. So you really should have gone 3-4 in the final 4 weeks, but 2 out of 4 ain't bad considering how we started. So that was it. That's the end of the season for both of us. J-Ball and Brad. Brad, you motherfucker. I mean, not that I held up my end, but you couldn't lose, could you? You had to tie. A loss would have helped out J-Ball, would have helped me, but no, gotta tie. And I mean, at the end of the day, I'll look at it and say it's probably my boy Mike Tomlin's fault to coach the Pittsburgh Steelers. If he doesn't kind of stand out on the field and bump Torrey Smith out of the way, Torrey Smith probably scores a touchdown. The Ravens defense scores more than 0 fantasy points. And really, Brad could have won. So Mike Tomlin did what he could for me, for J-Ball, and for the Steelers. But instead, Brad goes ahead, gets the tie, eliminates me and J-Ball. And I'm convinced that Marshawn Lynch caught the news because at the point of the Monday night game, Brad and J-Ball had already tied, so Marshawn was probably like, well, fuck it. If Dan can't get in the playoffs, I'm not even going to really play tonight. And he put up that lousy performance because he's already packing up for the season. He don't care. Tom, you did what you had to do. I mean, you're already more or less in once Brad had tied, but you got the victory 125 to 117 over Sharpus. Sharp, you're still searching for that consistent running back number 2. You got Giovanni Bernard and Ray Rice. Both of them are kind of unpredictable. I think Gio probably has higher upside, but Ray Rice is starting to come into form. Looks like he's getting healthy. Maybe going to the playoffs, that might be your safe bet. I don't know. We'll see how you look at it. This bye week that Tom got you, though, really could be the difference in this season because as far as it's looking, Aaron Rodgers might not play this week, but has been practicing, and so is most likely definitely playing next week. And so having a week off and not having to deal with that quarterback situation again could really be key because once Rodgers gets back, then Jordy Nelson will be better again. And so Sharp's team, I'm going to say, look out for him coming into these last couple of weeks. Tom, 17 points from the Dolphins defense. That was the big backbreaker. Getting 17 from your defense really sealed the deal. 25 from Nick Foles was the cherry on top. I got to be honest, I'm still surprised that Foles is still doing as well as he is. I'm sure you knew from the get-go that he was going to be a stud, but from my perspective, I'm still pleasantly surprised that Nick Foles is hucking the football around like Uncle Rico. So that was that. A win got you in. The fifth team in the playoffs, the only extra team. So you got it. You got into the postseason. Jordan, you beat Ant 141 to 138. Anthony, you got negative 2 points from Jesse Jubag's Jets defense. You like the alliteration there? Jesse Jubag Jets. See? um, and you got 9 points from Drew Brees. He is my probably favorite NFL quarterback, so I don't want to talk a lot of shit, but 9 points was not what you needed. Anything like a basic 15-point performance that's like from the lowliest of quarterbacks would have sealed the win for you, but instead, Drew Brees kind of fucked you. Jordan, 3 of your players scored over 20 points, so that was a pretty good day for you. It was a nice way to end the season on a high note. Good win over the league leaders. You probably would have had a higher score if the NFL wasn't a bunch of fuckheads and robbed Le'Veon Bell of a touchdown. Did y'all see that? The motherfucker dives in with the football, gets hit in the head, loses his helmet, and if he's in midair, even though he finishes the play and crosses the line, his helmet comes off. They say he's down like 2 inches from the end zone, and they fuck the guy. He doesn't come back for the rest of the game because he's like fucking paralyzed, but they take the touchdown away because, yeah, that's what the rule's for. Good job, Goodell, you fucking cunt. And finally, Zach, I forgot it, but you hold on. I restocked with some Pabst Blue Ribbons. Since you were winning 2 beers of the week in a row, I felt like I could not honor you. So this week, with the Beer of the Week performance, Zach beat Chase Burdick 156 to 122. So my hat's off to you. Watch the beer probably explode. Hey, it didn't. So congratulations, Zach. I'm proud of you. No kiss this week. Just a good old cold brew. Now, Bird, Eddie Lacy was looking like he's going to turn around. He might still, but he looks like probably one of the best of the rookie running backs. And but he only scored you 5 points this week. You only had 15 points from both your running backs combined. That means you only got 10 out of Frank Gore, which is another stunner. And that's really what kind of sunk you. Your team is so hot and cold. Again, we don't need to go into this again. You have like a couple of really good players, a couple of shitty players, and then you have like no points, but you're winning. So keep it up. You got a bye week. Hopefully that doesn't ruin the momentum, and you'll be good to go come your first game of the playoffs. Zach, again, like I said, beer of the fucking week, 2 in a row. You got 48 points from Josh Gordon. Sharp, 48 points from Josh Gordon. I told you. That's 91 points over the past 2 weeks. Just out of one fucking player. You end the regular season, Zach, with the most points scored out of any other team. You scored 1,721 points this season. That's 70 more than the second best player, which was me. All right, I did like 1,651 or something like that. And so you really turned it on at the end of the season. It's a shame you're not going to make the playoffs because you might have made some noise. But I think all in all, it wasn't an awful season, but maybe a little disappointing. And now that leaves us with our playoff game. First time ever in the Big Dick Bandit playoffs, we have a play-in game. It's going to be brother versus brother, Brad versus Tom. Brad has won the first 2 matchups. Tom, I'm sure, is going to be looking for revenge. He fought his way into the playoffs, and it should be a good game. As of right now, Brad is a 1-point dog going into this thing. It's going to be a fucking bloodbath. The winner goes on. The loser is done for the year. The loser doesn't even make it into playoffs proper. You want to be in those final 4. That 5th place person isn't going to really feel like they did much in the playoffs. So I'm looking forward to it. The rest of us are just playing for fun now. Nothing really matters. The regular season records are set. And now we just see who's going to win this motherfucking cannoli for the 3rd year. I don't know why I wave it around. It isn't like I won the sumbitch. But anyway, I made it. So I guess that gives me... No, it doesn't give me shit. So... We have past winners, Anthony and Tom, both in the playoffs. Maybe we become the first repeat winner of the Big Dick Bowl, or maybe Sharp or Bird or Brad can be the 3rd first-time winner. So good luck. May the best man win this weekend. Tom and Brad, it's going to be fun, gentlemen. Love y'all. Fuck you. Peace.